Hello, everyone. This is Sincere of Sincere's channel, and welcome again. I want to talk about in this video two or three websites that I enjoy. I'm a huge fan of books. I'm a bibliophile. A bibliophile means lover of books. So, um, so I've really been passionate about books since I was a young age, and even though I live in a town that has a good public library, and also I have my own rather large library, I still like to look for material online. One of my favorite websites I put at the very top would be Internet Archive. I'm over here a lot. I probably check it most days. Um, I look for books, and this is the home page. So you have Internet Archive is a nonprofit library of millions of free books, movies, software, music, websites, and more. And it has a lot of treasures on this website. Now, before we look at some of the collections below, you see here Wayback Machine. And what the Wayback Machine is a tool that you can use. Say if there's a website that has disappeared from online or an article, you can go back on the Wayback Machine, type in some keywords, or you can put in the URL, and you should be able to find an archived copy of or copies of that website or that article. So these are the top collections. I'm going to scroll that through a lot of them. You can see you have everything from audio books to just a lot of topics. Government documents, all sorts of things are on here. Software library. Oh, here's even hip hop mixtapes. Okay, even hip hop. I'll show you, give a quick glimpse. I'm not into hip hop, but yeah, you'll see there are some of the rappers. There's Tupac right there. Let's see. Click on it. What it has? Yeah, so it has songs, files of some of his songs. You have old records on here, all sorts of things. Now, if you want to check out a book or material that's still under copyright, you have to open up an account, and the account is free. Very easy to do. Now, if the book is in the public domain or the community text, you don't have to have an account. You can just access the books or material that you see here online. You got classic television. It's all kinds of materials. What is this? Oh, comedy films. I thought it was canned film. Comedy films, defense technology, just all sorts of stuff. University libraries online, news and affairs. Yeah. So this is Internet Archive. I'm going to show you right quick. Let's go over to my account, my favorites. See, can I get it to open up? And on my favorites, um, let's look over here. On my favorites, let's pick a book that is still under copyright. Let's go here, A Woman's Place by Marita Golden. So this is a book you have to check it out, borrow it. You can borrow it from 1 hour to, or you can borrow it 14 days. Now, some books, for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe they're very rare books, but you can only borrow them for 1 hour. But this book you can borrow for 14 days. And if you need to continue reading it, you can renew it. That is, in case, unless someone wants to check it out. So if you open up the page, the tools are at the bottom on the right hand side, and if you look, you can flip the pages. This is just a preview because this is a book that's still under copyright. So you can use the arrows to flip the pages. You can do one page, or you can do a double page and flip. And this one will only go too far because it's just a limited preview. Also, there is in the toolbar a symbol for headphones. So you can also click that icon and you can read the book and listen as well. Okay, so let's go back to the home page, and let's look at one of the audio book collections. Let's go over to LibriVox. Okay, it's an audio book collection, and this is what the way the audiobooks are set up. You can let's go to Treasure Island here, the first book. So Treasure Island, you have the logo for the book, Robert Louis Stevenson, and then you have the files here, and you can listen to the book. All right. So so that is some of Internet Archive. Myself, I just mostly read books. Sometimes I'll look at a movie, but I'm mostly into reading. I sort of outgrew movies in a way. So, but there are movies I want to like, but I want to look at, but I just can't get myself to. I can get myself to read, but not really. I enjoy reading, but not really look um look at movies. So so this is a very useful and wonderful tool, um Internet Archive. A second ebook website that I often visit is Project Gutenberg. I'd say it would be the second on the list. Now, Project Gutenberg has 60,000 free ebooks, and all of these books, or most of these books on the website, are in the public domain here in the United States. So you can legally download them. Now, they may still be in copyright in some other countries. So, this is the home page. And let's go to search and browse. You also have a search bar up at the top left hand corner next to the website's logo. So let's go to search and browse. And let's look up, say, George Sand. Okay. George Sand is one of my favorite classic writers. She was a French writer in the 19th century, and George Sand was actually her pen name. Okay, she was a woman. So let's look at her book here. Now they have a listing of some books. All of these books are not by her. So let's look at this one over here. Um the Nead, a Ghost Story by George Sand. So I don't know how long this book is, or if it's a short story. So let's look at, you'll see here the formats that the book comes in. You can upload it to your Kindle, your older Kindles, and then it says at the very top, the formatting, read this book online. So let's see if this one is in English, because some of her books, particularly when they first started posting her books on the website, they were all many of them were in French. The few that were up, it weren't that many. Okay, so yeah, this is in English. And let's see, there it is. So yeah, so it has some so yeah, it's a ghost story. So I haven't read this one yet, so I might upload it to my Kindle. But yeah, this is the way that all the books are formatted. Now, Internet Archive, you saw the books were actually scanned, but they don't scan them here. I don't know what the process is here, but they're printed out like this. The books are. So another useful website, Project Gutenberg. There are some hidden treasures on here. So it's worth looking through it, and they are always adding new books to the collection. So the website is constantly growing. So it's another favorite of mine, Project Gutenberg. All right, so here is the final website, third and final. It is called Bits, and Bits is an adult literacy website. You have classic novels, novellas, short stories, and listen and read, including a few grammar material, and some English idioms, some radio dramas, songs to listen, read, and sing along. And so now in the case of Bits, you have uh, the some books are no longer under copyright because they're older books, and then there are some books that are under copyright that are newer books. I was surprised to see that there's also one of Khaled Hosseini's books, the author of the Kite Runner. One of his books actually listed on here. So let's look at let's look at, let's go to the section classic novels. Now, I'm not sure if the books contain the website, the contents of the books actually is the entire book. In the case of some of the books, they could possibly be abridged, but I can't say for sure. I have my suspicions, but I don't really know. All right, so this is the novels, classic novels, and they start out with the Lord of the Rings, and these are the listings. You have 19th century classics, and you scroll down, and you have 20th century classics. And let's go down. Let's go down, down, down on 20th century classics to Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Chinua Achebe was a Nigerian author. And his book Things Fall Apart is a classic in Africa, also world classic. So let's look down here on the right. You see a gray arrow. Click on it. It says go to book index, and you will see the cover. In fact, this brings back a lot of memories because this cover is actually the cover that was on the edition that I had when I first read this book back in the 1980s. I read it twice. So this is the old one, the old covers. And you have the chapters here listed on the right. Click on chapter 1. And you'll notice here you have the chapter. And then above it, you can read it, and then above it you see an audio file, so you can actually listen to the book and read along. And then also you have a scale here. You can set the speed of the narration. You can have it slower or you can have it much faster, right? So that's bits. All right, so my video has come to an end. I will be putting the link to these websites and other book websites in the description. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video and learned something new. This is Sincere Ray. Until next time.